The first awardee I would like to introduce for the Hadhrat Mufti Muhammad Sadiq Award is respected brother Rahman Abdul Aleem. Brother Rahman Abdul Aleem was born Raymond Brown in 1945 in Birmingham, Alabama. As a very young boy, he was sent to live with his grandmother in Toledo, Ohio. His grandmother was a devout Christian who raised her grandson without his consent in a Black Baptist church. In 1968, Brother Aleem, 17 at the time, joined the United States Army and went on to serve in Vietnam for 15 months, after which he returned home to the United States, got married, and moved to California. Brother Aleem was introduced to Ahmadiyyat by an Ahmadi Imam called Abdul Raqib Wali in 1997, and he eventually signed the Bay'at in 1997, and he now resides in Chino, California as a retired Vietnam vet and a very, very resourceful senior in our Jamaat. I am pleased to invite Brother Aleem to address the audience.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Without further ado, I would like to give my salams to my very dear friend, Dr. Bilal Rana, National Sadr of Kudama Ahmadiyyat, and thank my dear friend, Lamin Sanyang, for not exposing my bio. Just the good parts. What an amazing life that this young man, old man. My journey to Islam and Ahmadiyyat, as you just heard, I was raised in Toledo, Ohio, by my grandmother in a very upper middle class neighborhood. My great aunt and my grandmother told me all about Jesus, and he died for my sins, and the whole, you know the story. But it's amazing, at 10 years old, this was a concept that I could not fathom. Even at 10 years old, I fought this idea, which is very, caused me a lot of whoopings. But a childish mind told me that, you know, if you join the church and get baptized, then more will be revealed to you. And without any persuasion, I remember one Sunday morning, you know, in the Christian church, they put the chairs out and ask anybody who wanted to come up and be saved. And of course, I wanted to be saved and learn more. So I was baptized in the old Christian way in the river and dumped my head 2 or 3 times. I'm choking. But an amazing thing happened. Nothing changed. I still did not believe this concept that this man born of a woman could be God. And as I fast forward, my life became a very negative lifestyle because I could not stop going to church. I'm just a kid, and I was forced to endure this. We're going to fast forward again to my journey into Vietnam and the killing and the death and the destruction. You know, I found myself, you know, we have doctors and lawyers and engineers here. And when you do something and you get really good at it, you know, you don't fear messing it up. Well, I got good at walking through the jungles of Vietnam and taking the lives of people I had no inclinations about. I was just told, hey, go over in the jungle and kill. And I did that. I did that for 14 months. But on the 9th month, for what reason, I don't know, I went into the wallet of a man that I had killed. And what's the first thing you see when you open a man's wallet? That's a picture of his wife and kids. And it turned my life completely around. It was the most horrific moment in my life. Now we're going to fast forward again. And I met this man by the name of Raqib Wali during a very desperate time in my life. I was still lost. I was still looking for the truth. What is Jesus? What is God? What is this thing? And I met this man, Waqib Wali. He sat me down at a table, and remember the old VHS tapes? He put a VHS tape in this TV, and there was a Q&A session. Fourth Khalifa, mind-boggling. Imagine a young man never knew anything about Islam and Khilafat or any of that stuff. And I see this man answer these questions and with such vast knowledge, I asked Waqib Wali, I said, man, who is this man? He's truly a man of God. But even then, I did not accept this gift of Islam. And a truly amazing thing happened. I'm going to walk you through a story that is the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life. And hopefully I can do it without breaking down like a little boy. But I had this book in my hand each and every day. And I walked around with it. I read it. I did my 5 daily prayers. And all the fellas around me, it's 15 of us, and they all signed in the back to become Ahmadi Muslims, but I'm still got my doubts. You know what happened? They told me there was this guy called the Promised Messiah, second coming of Jesus. I said, oh my God, Jesus again. And I just couldn't grasp it. And I explained it to Waqib Wali, and he gave me books to read about the Promised Messiah. And eventually it began to take hold. And so I continued to pray about it. You know, they say if you walk towards Allah, He'll run towards you. I'm a living example. I'll never forget this. I'm doing my Isha prayer one evening. And I'm almost finished. I'm gonna get ready to salam out. And for some reason, I don't salam. I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there and I'm meditating. And all of a sudden I hear a voice. In my left ear I hear a voice. My son, ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. Just like you hear me now, I hear a voice. I jump, I turn. What is this? I ignored it. And I'm still sitting there meditating. Once again, my son, let me prove to you I'm in your life. Ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. Right behind me. I turn, I look behind me. What's going on here? There's nothing there. I just keep hearing this voice. And finally, third time I hear a voice in my right ear, a little louder. Raymond, my son, ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. Let me prove to you I'm in your life. Why, I don't know. I said, God, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 15 years old. Please remove the taste of tobacco from my mouth. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rolled up my prayer work, went to bed. The next day, I quit smoking. 1997. This is 2016. I haven't had a cigarette since. I could be in a room with everybody smoking. It doesn't bother me. My friend, my dear, dear friend, Kaid L.A. East, Usama, he says, Aleem, you're getting too old for this. You just work yourself to death. It's time for you to, just take a vacation. You do everything. Everybody asks you to do this, do that. You just jump and you do it. You're getting too old for this. And I think about it. How can I be getting too old for what Allah has given me? I know today what my mission in life, I'm nothing like Muhammad. Forgive me. Mufti Muhammad Sadiq Sahib, Raziallahu, was truly, truly a great gift. When I read his story and learned about this man, I knew that my life is dedicated forever to carry the message of this most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift I received. I received a gift that no one can take from me. My dear brother Ghaffar and I, we go throughout Southern California carrying the message of Islam and Ahmadiyya. He says, Aleem, you go out because you got that gift of gab, and you bring him to the booth, and I'll beat him. And that's what we do. We're one of the greatest tag teams you've ever seen. You know, I walk through the crowds, and you know how I am, you know, I come on over here, and I introduce him to Gafar, and he has his Terminator Bible, and the next thing you know, but you know, it's not about beating up the Christians. It's not about proving to them that Jesus is not God. It's all about touching their hearts, making them feel your love. When you smile and show them the love that's in your heart to them, they're like, wow, who is these people? They realize that Ahmadiyya and Islam is true. Before I go, my sister found out I accepted Islam. Oh, you made a mistake. Oh, my God, bro, what have you done? What have you done? Then 9/11 comes. Oh, just stay away from us. Stay away from us. Fifth Khalifa comes to our mosque. She stood with me. We had a photo session and a mullikat. She got on Twitter. She got on Facebook. I just met the most awesome man in the world. This man is greater than the Pope. And my brother is a part of it. Jazakallah.